Today I'll talk about digital advertising problem, and we will solve the problem using LPP with the help of pulp package in Python language. So I'll discuss two problems. First problem, the objective is to maximize the impression, that is exposure, in a digital marketing campaign. And we will use the package pulp, and this is the code for importing pulp in Python. So this is the structure of our problem. We will use following digital platforms: Facebook, Google, and LinkedIn. Cost per milli or cost per thousand impressions for various digital ad channels is as follows. For Facebook, it is rupees 9.95. For Google, it is rupees 50. And for LinkedIn, it is rupees 100. These are the estimated CPM, that is cost per milli, based on internet search, and the actual CPM may vary with the time, with the population we select in our campaign, and with the geographical area which we aim in our digital advertising channel. So the first limitation is that total ad budget is 5,000 per month, and of course the objective is for maximum exposure or maximum impression. So this is our structure. So this is how we formulate a problem using Python codes. So the problem is the maximization problem, and we label it as advertisement. And we create these three variables: Facebook, Google, and LinkedIn, with the lower bound of 0. And this is our objective function. This is 1,000 impression of Facebook, 1,000 impression of Google, and 1,000 impression of LinkedIn. And we need to maximize the total impression. So first constraint is total cost constraint. So CPM for Facebook is 9.95. So 9.95 multiplied by Facebook plus CPM of Google multiplied by Google Ads, CPM of LinkedIn multiplied by LinkedIn Ads, and this entire cost should be less than or equal to our budget of 5,000. And I want to limit my Facebook ads to less than or equal to 50 slots, and LinkedIn ads should be at least 10 slots. There is no restriction for Google, and we want to solve our problem. So on solving our problem, we will get that we need 50 slots of Facebook, 70 slots of Google, and 10 slots of LinkedIn. And we will get a maximum exposure by the available constraints as 1,30,000 exposure. So this is the maximum exposure we can get in our budget of 5,000. So this is the exposure. By using Facebook, we will get 50,000 exposure. By using Google, we will get 70,000 exposures. And by using LinkedIn, we will get 10,000 exposures. And this is the division of our budget. So while planning a Facebook campaign, because we need to plan the ad campaigns before we start digital marketing. So while planning ad campaign on Facebook, we need to limit our budget to 497 per month. Similarly, for Google, the budget should be limited to 3,500. And for LinkedIn, the budget should be limited to 1,000. So this is the uh, result of our problem while solving the pulp package using Python codes. So the second problem, the objective is to maximize conversion. So this is actually the final objective of any business, that we need to achieve maximum conversion, and we will use the pulp package. So structure of problem remains same, except for the additional information is available that conversion on Facebook is about 1.5% of impressions. Conversion of Google is 0.5% of overall expressions, and conversion of LinkedIn is 2.5% of overall impressions. And objective is to maximize conversion. This is typing mistake, I'm sorry. So objective is to maximize the conversion. This is the structure of our problem, and the objective is to maximize conversion. So this is the objective function. The conversion of Facebook was 1.5%, and Google was 0.5%, and LinkedIn was 2.5%. This is the data which is available. So by using this data on conversion, we have generated this objective function. And these are constraints. This first one is the budget constraint. We have a total budget of 5,000 per month, and these are the cost per milli of Facebook, Google, and LinkedIn. We want to limit Facebook exposure, Facebook uh, ad slots less than or equal to 50, and LinkedIn ad slots more than or equal to 10. And there is no restriction for Google. And we solve this problem. On solving, we get the solution as we should have 50 slots on Facebook and 45 slots on LinkedIn and no slots on Google. And the total conversion will be 1,875. So this much individuals will convert if we uh, get 50,000 exposures on Facebook and 45,000 exposures on LinkedIn, and we set zero budget for Google. And this is the budget which we need to set while planning ad campaign in these various channels. So in our second problem, we wanted to maximize the conversion, and we have used the approach uh, by cost per milli. This can be solved in a slightly different manner. We could have set cost per conversion right at the start here, and then we will not be requiring the information on the conversion, and we can just use this instead of CPM, we can use cost per conversion, and we can formulate a LPP problem and solve using PUL. That will be another way to solve the problem. So these by using these two examples, I wanted to explain uh, how to achieve our objective in digital marketing using pulp package and by solving an LPP. Thank you very much.